Hi YouTube, sorry we got cut off, but I'll just do another video here quickly and um, yeah, I did listen to that The Door Ministries. Michael Pearl is his name. Um, he I agree with most everything he says. He's got a couple ideas about a couple things that don't really resonate with me, but that's to be expected typically with anybody, how they could view a scripture or not or whatever. But it's about 12 minutes long, and I am going to share that. I would say give it a chance, hear them out, and you might really be surprised when it is wrong to forgive somebody if they haven't repented and that type of thing, or if they're a child molester or a murderer. That's between them and God. But I'll let Mr. Pearl tell you about it. Um, he can do a better job without me flubbing it up, because the reason why, because emotionally I might get a little heated even discussing the issue. And I know a lot of people are like, if you don't forgive, then you're, judge least you be judged. Well, I'm fine with that. Most people aren't. So I examine myself all the time and correct what needs to be corrected. If I don't, my friends will, you know, thank you, you know. It's just, but that doesn't mean I always believe anything anybody tells me either, because if I don't hear the comfort of God coming out of them, they're not godly, you know. So, anyway, um, yeah, I'll tell you, I love you and thank you for being here in case my camera gets cut off again. I think it got cold. It is a little chilly in here today. I did start a fire, but um, yeah, and the heat's running, but it's kind of damp, and that could have something to do with my camera too. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, I can appreciate people's outlooks, most of the time. So even if they differ, it's like, or I might even thought one way at one point, and knowledge will increase. If everybody thinks they know it all, well, if they're saying that, then be for sure they do not, because God doesn't let us know it all. He has surprises in store for us. There's no way we could know it all. We don't know if we're going to die tomorrow or in the next minute. We do not know, you know. Or He might tell us, I don't know. If we're lucky, maybe. You're ready? you know, that's a possibility. See, I didn't know that. I don't know. Maybe He will say something. I'm thinking He will. He's rather nice. He'll probably give us a heads up. Like, yeah, it's time. it's your time. Yeah, anyway, so I've spoke on that forgiveness thing, and there's a couple things he was talking about as far as not, you know, socializing with certain types of people. Well, yeah, it depends too, because um, you know, typically, if they're not good people, you would naturally distance yourself. Um, that's typical. Well, maybe not typical. Typical for me, you know, I would say average if we don't um, if we're not compatible as far as talking as friends, then you distance yourself. And if, like in a church setting, you had somebody that was like a drunkard or a womanizer, or and he was an adulterer, and the church found out, well, you would distance yourself from him because that's not the type of man you want around your women in that church or the children, as that example. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's how I feel with those whatever type of people, or say like a child molester or anything. I would never sit down and eat a meal with one. I have, but I didn't know it, you know. So, yeah. So, happy weekend. I think it's the right day. Yeah, yesterday I had said tomorrow it would be a month away from a year of solid exercise, given a few days break in between, but most of the time, every day, if not every other day. So, keeping on schedule with my exercises is what I'm saying. So, on April 9th, it will be a year. I started the 30 push ups for 30 days. And the first few days, I thought I was going to die because my arm did hurt when I was exercising. And now my other one does, and I'm still doing them. That's what I call workaround, because I'll still do my exercises. Even when I couldn't stand, I would still exercise different parts of my body to keep everything around the injured spot as limber and strong as I could, you know? So, yeah. But let's see what else is on my mind. I can look, I don't know that I shared very many good memes on, a few today on Facebook. Were a few good ones. I can read you a couple. I shared one of them on in my community that I thought they should know. Everybody should know. If you look over there often, I'll put links to places for people. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. I do not ask the wounded person how he feels. I myself become the wounded person. Let's see. It's how they apologize or their lack of it that will tell you everything about their character. This is good. I guess the real fact of the matter is we don't know what tomorrow will bring. And the only thing we really have is right now. So don't stay mad for too long. Learn to forgive and learn to love with all your heart. Don't worry about people who don't like you. Enjoy the ones who love you. And I like this one. I'm going to blow it up and read it. I did put this in my community, but yeah. I am a woman. It's not my job to boost your ego or dull my shine to make you comfortable. I'm not a puppet that can be controlled or silenced at your command. I have the right to express my opinions and my emotions, and it doesn't make me weak or difficult if I choose to do so. I am not a princess looking to fit in glass slippers. I am a queen who is ready and able to shatter glass ceilings. Call me what you want, but my credentials, talents, and purpose speak for themselves. Because I am a fierce and favored woman, I I'm refined by God and walking boldly in His purpose. I will be who I am and what I am called to be, and I cannot and will not be stopped. That says it all perfectly. I like that a lot. Before the fire, oh, okay, wait. Before the fire, before sin, Satan assures us that it is of no consequence. After the sin, he persuades us that it is unforgivable. The idea of managing nature is a hoax. We don't know enough to manage the natural world. The only thing we can manage is ourselves. Integrity gives you real freedom because you have nothing to fear since you have nothing to hide. Self-care is also not arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, sometimes you just gotta walk away, you know. Oh boy. Come, you children, and hearken unto me, and I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desires life and loves many days, that he may see what? Oh, that he may see good. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, do good, and seek peace, and pursue it. Having someone who can handle all your moods is such a blessing. Yeah, I could only imagine. Well, God can handle our moods. He made us. I do not accept science from people who claim a man can be a woman. That's very true. Let's see. Mark Twain's good. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. I saw a movie about him. It was about, well, their first child died, him and his wife, and then their daughter got sick and they took her to Europe. Or wait now. Yeah, or no, his wife got sick and they went to Europe, and the two older girls stayed home, and one of them died when they were gone, and then the mother died, and then his last remaining daughter ended up dying. She had been sick when was born anyway, so like this man lost everything. He was born in 1835 and lived till 1910. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a good t-shirt. I tried seeing things your way. I couldn't get my head that far up. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Yeah, really, this friend of mine, somebody laughed. I don't think it's funny one bit. Boy, it sure is infuriating watching the most powerful people in the world pretend they can't do nothing about it. Boy, yeah, it is. It's sickening. So that's the part where, they say, well, if something like repulses you or whatever, um, that you might have a problem or something. No, no. There's things that you should be repulsed from and stay that way, you know, because it's not all about just us. We have to be stable for the younger generation. So, well, I'm going to leave it there, everybody. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.